Hello, and welcome to the latest of our acta35 in conversations with me, Neil Beddow, actor artistic director. And today, my guest is Jody Cook, who's actor associate. So, hello, Jody. I'm going to just stop screen sharing so we can say hello properly. There you are. Hello, hello.
Hey, hi, Neil.
Good to see you. I like your backdrop.
Oh, thank you. I did it especially for today.
Very global. Jody, we met, oh, blimey, I'm trying to remember how many years ago it was, but myself and Helen from ACTA were invited to a meeting in Localies to talk about potential community play. And that was the first time we met. Was about 5-6 years ago, do you think?
Yeah, it must be it must be over 5 years. I think you came to our school, and I think it was about more of a theatre space or some kind of space for drama to happen.
That's right. I remember, you're right. We were talking about some sort of theatre art space for Localies.
Yeah.
The talk soon got on to the idea of a community play because I think because I was there, probably.
Yeah, that's it.
What you need is community play. But you were already quite busy in the area, weren't you, at that point?
Yeah, so I was kind of doing all the drama at our school, at Stoke Park School. So I kind of was teaching drama from nursery to year 6. But at the time as well, I was already running my own drama group outside of school. So yeah, I was still doing lots of drama. And what I didn't know until I met you and Helen was actually I was doing community theatre. And I didn't realise that, that is what I was actually doing, because I was kind of working with the young people, taking their ideas and kind of creating original theatre. So I didn't even realise what I was doing was kind of the work you and Helen do at ACTA. So yeah.
I think we recognised a fellow traveller quite quickly, and we're soon inviting you to all sorts of things. I'm just
I think
a few photographs here.
Was it a community theatre festival that you had?
Here we are, and there you are. So this was here's you at the community theatre festival in 2016. Theatre from the Heart. Yeah, 2016, and you were taking place.
Oh wow!
Part of the workshop here, and this is the guy from Glasgow Sits, isn't it? I think we were doing.
That's right.
Yeah, that was the. I mean, I remember you at the festival quite a lot. So I remember you were interviewed for the film and things, and how nice it felt for you to suddenly, have an interest in community, to be aware of all these other companies and things happening all over the country.
Yeah, I think coming along to that festival just made me go, this is what I want to do. This is me. This is what I'm meant to be doing. So yeah, it really opened my eyes to the world of community theatre, and I was like, I need to come and work with you guys. You need to get me to do something.
Well, it was shortly after that we were able to start the foundation scheme, or at least the latest iteration of the foundation scheme, which must have been 2017, I think. So we had 2 opportunities for people to be part-time, learning on the job, as it were. Well, I think you came to us with a huge amount already in your knapsack about how to do the work. I think it's 2017 you joined us. I'm just going to see if there's a photo of. Okay. And here's the first project you worked on foundation. So this is Dream On.
Dream On. That was this one show has a very special place in my heart. Dream On, and it was the first time, because although I have worked doing drama, it was the first time kind of working with adults. I'd never worked with adults to create theatre, so that was all very new to me. And then learning all the highs and the lows. Like one minute we had, I think at one point we had 10 women then it went down to 3, and then at one point we were down to like 1. I think it was Hiba, just 1 woman, and we were like, oh no, what are we gonna do? But we did get a show together.
Yeah, and
it was
a fantastic show as well. It was a really, really good show.
Oh, it was you know, I'm not a very emotional person. I don't cry a lot, but I think this show really did touch me. It was just such an important message for women and women of color, especially. I feel it was just, you know, how to empower them to, well, follow their dreams. And yeah, it was just beautiful performances from all the ladies and man, should I say.
Yeah, absolutely.
We did have 1 man in there, yeah.
Oh, this is another project that you worked on that year in your foundation year. But here's you with your with the people from Lockleaze. So that was a project very dear to your heart, wasn't it?
Oh, to do some theatre with the adults of Lockleaze was just absolutely amazing. And I'm looking now at these characters on screen, and you would have never thought they would have ever got up on stage. I know that I was known as a pest at school because I just used to be on the school gates, just getting all the mums or whoever I could get hold of, like, come on, we've got drama this morning, we'll feed you some cake, come in for some tea. And we started off with a massive group of mums, but obviously numbers went down, but we still did a really good show, and it was, yeah, definitely one of my favourites as well. Oh, they're all going to be my favourite, aren't they?
Yeah,
but
I think they are. I think I might be another one. Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah,
and
I actually performed in this one.
Yeah,
there you go.
In actor tradition, you were in it.
In it, director and in it, yeah.
It was nice.
It just felt right though. It felt right that I was in it. I know me and Ingrid had lots of discussions about it, but it did feel the right thing to do at the time. Yeah, kind of supporting them on and off stage. Yeah. Even though I was a nervous wreck myself, but.
You had a co-director as well. You were working with Tracy, weren't you?
No, not Tracy on that one. It's Rosalie.
Oh, of course.
So we had 2 groups. We had one group that met at the hub, and then we had another group that met at the school, and we kind of devised a play where we were going to put it all together. So, it was 2 groups that came to one. Yeah.
And he's still going.
And it is still going strongly as well, you know. And the women, I mean, I do say women because it is just mostly women in the group. I mean, we would love to have some more men. But they're going from strength to strength. And it's just a wonderful time to have together. You know, not always drama happens. A lot of the time we do sit and just chat. But for a lot of those women, it's just so important to have that group. And the friendships that have been made since down our road, you know, there was 2 separate groups, and then that one group that come together, and there's some real friendships there.
I think that's really amazing. I mean, they're a great group performers. So yes, of course, I forgot you did that one, Rosalie. It was just after your foundation year, after you graduated, you and Tracy got. Oh, here's a nice photo. This is the React Festival. So, another festival from actor.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the, there you are with Sarah and Rosalie on a room full of people. But I think that, I mean, the festivals are a really important part of what we do. And again, you had the opportunity to meet lots of people from different countries as well with this particular project. I just want to go.
Yeah, and it's so good to kind of see other people's work and how they kind of devise and what kind of theatre they make with different kind of people. So it was, really good.
One of the things I just got up your youth theatre.
My youth theatre, yeah.
So I know one of the things that you're absolutely committed to is making drama and making theatre with young people. Which you've done obviously in your work at schools and a little bit with actor on your foundation year, but this was, I think, something you really wanted to happen for Lockleaze. And we were lucky able to do that with some funding from the Youth Investment Fund.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this group.
So this is our older group. So this was the year 8, so the 12-year-olds, well, up to 18, although we didn't have any 18-year-olds, but they were, yeah, between 12 and 16. So these are our lovely youth from Lockleaze. Some I've already worked with at school, some new. And it was just really important that it was opened up to the whole community. And I think because it's free, it's just much more available for the young people. And I am so passionate that drama is available for everyone, and that it's free for people to come. I just feel that, you know, it's just so good for their confidence, and making friends with people that they probably wouldn't meet sometimes in their other school kind of groups. So yeah, oh bless them. Oh, this is making me feel old, because some of these ladies on here have just left school.
Only 2 years ago. I think one of the things that I thought was so great about the reunion, is that the performance was in Lockleaze, and I know that that's something that you really want to keep happening, is taking theatre to Localies, and you have organised not just your own shows, but for acta to come into Localies with different shows. We took Gas Girls to Localies quite recently,
yeah.
and the elders performed as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's I've always been impressed with just how committed you are to your local neighbourhood and to making theatre happen on your doorstep. I think that's great.
Yeah, well, it needs to happen, and you know, it needs to happen in every community, because some people don't want to go to the theatre, or they feel uncomfortable about going to the theatre. You know, it's not cheap either. And that's the nice thing about all actors' work. It's affordable to go and see good quality theatre, where, you know, if you go anywhere else, you're looking at £15, £12 a ticket. And when you've got a family of 4, that's a lot of money to people. So
it's shopping, isn't it, in the end?
Yeah. And actually, there's something nice about seeing theatre in your community and seeing people from your community perform. There's such like a sense of pride of like, oh, look, there's such and such from down the road, and, you know, and to see them in different light. I think,
when I came to see the reunion, there was a group of dads in the audience who had clearly been dragged along because their daughters were in the show, and they seemed quite reluctant at the beginning. They were sort of muttering, wishing they were somewhere else rather than the school hall watching a play. Yeah. But at the end, they were going there saying, "That was all right, wasn't it? That was good. I like it."
Yeah. And I think it was a double bill. So I think after the first one, I think the plan was for them to watch the first one with their children in, and they were going to make a quick exit. But I think they enjoyed the first one, that they did stay for the second one. And, you know.
What a triumph that is. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm going to nip back to our lovely slideshow here. What have we got next? So here we are with your Lockleaze ladies again, doing a very different show. So
yeah, this is our mad show. Oh yeah, our fairy tale TV takeover. This was such a fun show to make. Taking on daytime television, but putting a fairy tale spin on it all. Honestly, I think if people were a fly on the wall in our rehearsal times, it was just absolutely hilarious. And the women in that Lockleaze group are just so naturally funny. Yeah. There's not a session that goes by where we are not laughing. Really good. So yeah, so much fun.
I think so much fun. Yeah, oh, there you are on stage again.
Oh, it's me.
In the same show.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was standing in for pre-tech.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh,
yeah.
I think.
But yeah, this is our Jerry. It's a bit like the Jerry Springer. That was the Fairy Springer show. So yeah, here is the prince who was not happy. The princess wasn't happy that she kissed a frog and it wasn't the print she wanted, so there was a bit of a domestic going on. Yeah.
But then after that, I sort of threw you with a bit of a challenge with the Lockleaze group, because there was a project that there was interest in doing a project about debt and about loan sharks. So I approached you and Tracy and the ladies and said, would you be interested in doing it? And I mean, that was just this year. But I have to say, Brenda, that I thought was one of the most powerful pieces of community theatre I've seen for a very long time.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it gives me goosebumps now just looking at it. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it.
So yeah, you gave me and Tracy the kind of the loan shark idea that for us to do. We took it to the ladies, and it was quite a difficult subject. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was quite a difficult subject for us to kind of approach. Some of the ladies within the group have suffered from loan sharks before. And you know, it's not a happy subject. It's very depressing. And when we were reading them true stories about what actually happens when you get involved with loan sharks, but the women felt they had to do it, and they had to do it well, because they felt it was such an important kind of message to get across. So they absolutely gave it their all. I mean, there were weeks where sometimes we'd have to have a break because it was very emotional. But again, with our Localies ladies, there was a lot of fun as well. You know, we had to have a laugh when we were doing it.
I mean, it was amazing how you actually did get some humour into the piece, which I'd say was really hard hitting and was coming from a very real place for the performer. But I mean, I was really gobsmacked when I saw it, but I was also interested that I was chuckling from time to time.
Yeah.
You know, that I think if you can do both of those things in the play, you're onto an absolute winner.
Yeah. I mean, me and Tracy had so many conversations about how hard are we going to go with this? How far could we, you know, get the audience to feel uncomfortable? And me personally, and I think Tracy felt the same, it was so important to make the audience feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Because it is an uncomfortable kind of subject, and if it's not hitting here, it's not going to hit up here. And I just feel, it's very passionate that we needed to really show the real kind of actions and things that happen to young people, old people through loan sharks. And, you know, because we did have these two women that were in this community cafe, and I think it was like the Q&A afterwards, someone was like, is that real? Do people like who work in community cafes that? And it's like, yeah, actually, the professional loan shark lady was telling us about these people that worked in a food bank with the church to get people to borrow money. And it's just, you know, loan sharks are people that you don't think, you know, they're not this big burly man. You know, sometimes they are sweet little old ladies that are lending money out.
I mean, that came over so strongly. And it was interesting, one of the funders from Stop the Loan Sharks, I think both the funders came, but Stop the Loan Sharks came and were absolutely knocked out by the show. Very much want you to perform again. Of course, unfortunately, the project was stopped by the coronavirus, but, you know, we are hoping to.
And that would have been, it was such a shame, because that would have been the first time we would have brought an adults Lockleaze show to Localies. And I was really looking forward to having those ladies perform in their own community. But, you know, I think at some point we can definitely bring it back. And it was just such a simple set. That's what I liked. We just used 3 chairs and kind of just stripped it right back. The story just kind of carried the show. Well, and obviously the lovely ladies' performances, they were on point with it.
They were. I mean, it was superb. But now, obviously, coronavirus has stopped lots of things. It hasn't stopped you in your tracks. You're now an actor associate.
Yes.
So one of our key linked workers. And we're talking about lots of different projects for the future at the moment. And I know you've just done some great films with the Lockleaze Youth Theatre with Rosalie. which
Yeah.
again, if anyone's watching this, if you want to see any of the Actor Lockdown films, they're available on our website. Just go onto our website, you'll find a link to them. But yeah, I thought they were really great, filmed on location with the kids out
Yeah. It was so important to carry on with the drama sessions during the coronavirus, while still going on, but on Zoom. But to get the children out was amazing, to actually film over Stoke Park, Perdown. It was just so important. It's so lovely for them. And it's such a different way of working. Yeah, but it's still enjoyable. It is so different, but yeah.
I think what's been so impressive is the fact that you and Rosalie, who lead the Lockleaze Youth Theatre and Kids Theatre for ACTA, are doing such experimental work, and you did a whole series of projects where you were sending little letters to the kids at home, and then there were YouTube videos where you were telling them that.
Yeah, me and Rosie spent many a day making YouTube videos, but yeah, for obviously our youth theatres, but also sending them to the local schools. And I know the schools were very thankful that they had some of these drama kind of sessions on YouTube for their children to watch and send out to parents. So yeah,
sort of spreading the impact.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, look, lots of more projects to come. Thanks so much for giving me your time today. That's been lovely to have a chat.
Oh, no worries.
And I'm sure we'll see each other very soon, and get on with the business of making live theatre with your lovely ladies. Oh yeah, of course, the next project you were thinking about now is very topical, isn't it? I was going to ask you about it really briefly. You're doing a project called Then and Now. Do you want to quickly tell us about that?
Yeah, so we're currently looking at the Spanish flu in 1918 and kind of what was happening then and kind of what's happening now with the coronavirus, and kind of seeing the differences and what is kind of similar. So the ladies have been busy kind of writing monologues from back in the day and then doing their monologues for kind of now. And I'm going to kind of put that into a film so people will be able to watch that online. So
that sounds brilliant. I can't wait. Okay, right. Well, I'll say goodbye. Thank you very much for being with me this afternoon. And if anyone wants to recommend these to other friends, they're all on the ACTA website. There's 4 or 5 of these conversations now, and we'll be doing more in September. So thank you and good afternoon.